Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we are up in deep dark Northumberland on a mark I fished once a couple of years ago in the summer. So I decided, I've drove past a couple of the marks. I was totally undecided where to fish tonight. Conditions aren't great, it's flat, reasonable tide, slight southerly wind blowing, but it's not really going to kick up any sea and bring anything in. So we're targeting whatever's milling around in the rough stuff. I've got no fresh bait with us tonight. I've only got frozen stuff, plenty carp, bits squid, couple of fish, stuff like that. Couple of crappy old peelers been lying in the bottom of the freezer for God knows how long. So anyway, I'll get set up and get back to you when I get a bait in the water, see what happens. Right, here's the way for the first cast. Right, well, there is a bit of a swell pushing in every now and again. On the whole, I think it's pretty flat to see, but every few minutes you get a couple of big rollers. I've kept quite far up the skier, walking down the cast, but fishing quite far back up the skier. So that's the first cast in there now. I went for cuttlefish and cartwing. I'm going to have to stand quite near my rod because of the swell. Nearly pulled it over twice there. We'll give it a shot, but safety comes first. If that swell becomes anywhere more serious than what it is now, I'll probably call the night and go home. The fish is not worth your life. Like I say, I think that'll get better as the tide drops and the skier gets a bit higher above the water. I think I'll be fine. In fact, to be honest, I'm safe as houses where I am now, but my rod's getting pulled a lot. You see, I'm not sure if I said in the intro or not, but I've actually fished here once before in the summer with a bucket full of fresh peeler. Me and the father-in-law come down, the first time I ever fished it, and we did have cod from here. So it was in my mind tonight when I was thinking of marks to try. I thought I can go somewhere I've already fished before, or why don't I try something a little bit different. Like I say, the conditions aren't great, but all the more reason to try somewhere else. So I've decided to come up here. I'm not exactly going to say where it is. A lot of people, local lads, might recognise this skier, but the only I've got no problems showing people marks if they're well known. This one, I'm not sure if it's well known or not, so I'm not going to tell anybody, purely safety reasons. I'd hate for someone to follow me onto the mark. A lot of the marks are going. I don't have to wade onto this or anything, but a lot of the marks are going. You've got to wade cross gullies. You've got to know when to come off, and I'll hear someone to watch a video and not have as much experience as like we have fishing 20 odd year, and then come onto one of these marks and get hurt ourselves out. To be honest, walking onto here tonight, I desperately need a new pair of waders. I'm not going to get wet tonight because I'm not going in the water, but these aren't studded, and I've had a nightmare walking onto this skier. This skier itself is fine, but the rocks coming down onto it took us a while to get on here, and because I'm on my own in the middle of nowhere, I've got to take extra care, because if I slipped a broken ankle there, I'd probably not even get a phone signal. So in itself, it's pretty irresponsible being here on your own, but everybody else is away fishing, are all in Arbroath. So I've set a timer on this cast. I've got a little torch, I'm forgetting the tip light, so I've got a little torch on me stand, and just enough light on my rod tip so I can see what's happening. And see what happens. That's what we're here for. I would love some fresh bait. My own fault. The plan was to get up this morning, go digging fresh lug, so at least I could hit a beach or something. I'm always a bit more confident if I've got fresh bait to go along with me frozen. But a heavy night on the red wine put bait to the digging session this morning. I got this morning, I thought there's no chance that I'm going digging. Right, well, I'm going to try some fishing. I'll get back to you if anything good happens. Right, so the first cast is almost fished out. I normally leave it about 20-25 minutes my first cast. Well, all my casts I time them. Yeah, I don't like that swell that's pushing in, but I'm here now. Like I say, it's safe enough, but I'm never really that confident of catching fish when I feel like the kelp's getting battered around off a bit swell. So nothing fancy about the rigs. I'm not going to bother really going through what I use in detail. You've seen one, you've seen a million. This is just a simple pulley rig. I do like me paternosters with the sliding breakaway crimps, but I haven't got any left. And the last couple of times I've been out, I've actually used the pulley rig to good success really, so I'll stick with that in the night. I've got a bait in the water already. That's my first cast. That's busy fishing away out of itself. And I've left the rod and the tripod over there. I'm set up quite a way back, just in case. Like I say, that swell hasn't come up anywhere near me, but it's just making the fishing a little bit uncomfortable. So I'm going to get my second one baited up and I'll hang it on the tripod ready. And hang on the tripod ready, bring that other one in, cast this one straight out. Just by having one in the water and setting one up all the time, I'm maximising my chances. There's a bag, put your rubbish in, take it home with you. This is a beautiful part of the country, you don't want to be messing it up, leaving your rubbish lying all over. So these are still frozen carp wings from Harriet Rigs and Baits, cracking wings. And they're still really well frozen these at the moment, so I'm just going to whip them on as they are. Plenty elastic. This is a whole wing. I like a big bait. It's a big sea out there, you've got to give them something to find. I'm sorry I'm not looking directly at the camera, but if I do, you're going to get just a big flash of light. So I'm just whipping that wing on. It's actually turned me up the other way there. And then I'm actually going to put this cuttlefish on. That's a bit big, that actually. I like a big bait, but that's a bit too big. I'll try. The last time we fished here, like I say, in the summer, totally different. Totally different in the night. Although, yeah, it's the 2nd of November the night. It's not cold. I haven't even got a coat on. It's mild as anything. Yeah. But I had a bucket full of fresh peeler the last time, and last time we'd done okay here, so you never know. As long as you've got a bait in the water, you've got a chance, but I'm not massively confident, but hey, it's better than sitting in the house watching Strictly, isn't it? Yeah? Right, so I've just got to clip that one up on my pulley. Oh, look at that. I don't know if you can see that. I don't want to I don't want to look at the camera. Covered in ink. Oh yeah. That's twice I've done that. That's how easy it is to break an ankle. Little hole there and I've gone down it twice. I'm going to move my tripod because I keep doing that. Right, well this has been in, this one's been in 27 minutes. Don't think I've had anything, so I'm going to get this one in and get the other one. This one in and get the other one out. Maybe try slightly bit more distance on the next one, I'm not sure. Got to get this back in firstly. Right, well, there's no getting that tackle back. First casualty of the night. Would have lost a whole lot. Yeah, the 80-pound rig body snapped. That was solid, that. Had to pull really hard to get that back. That swell's quite big actually. Yeah. I made the mistake of actually not having a look at the sea before I left. I just looked at the forecast, seen that it was a light southerly, gusting up to maybe 15-16 mile an hour. nothing substantial. But that's quite a naughty swell that keeps coming in. Right, here we go again. Try and get a little bit further down the skier for this, see if I can get a bit further out. Memory serves us. Yeah, my line's a bit near the actual edge of the skier there, so that could be dangerous. Dangerous in the sense that, yeah, I'm going to move everything a little bit closer. It's a bit of a shame about that swell, to be honest. Like, it's fine if it just stayed like that. But every now and again it's got good colour in the water, so I was a bit sea on last night. Not that it's impossible to catch fish when it's like that, but it certainly dents my confidence. I just think what self-respecting fish would actually be milling around in the worst of the swell. I think they would normally try and pick off the food in the more sheltered areas. But it's only my second cast, so not get too disheartened yet. Bloody spooky being up here on your own, like. Very spooky. Well, second cast here, I've just had a cracking bait. Wound down to it, could feel it moving. Pulled into it, definitely on. Fortunately, the angle I'm at, from where I'm reeling in there, the angle of my line's over the edge of that skier. And as I brought it in, it's very hard to tell. I'm going to guess at around 3 pound. It wasn't like a huge fish, but it was big enough to put a good bend and run a good fight. I put the camera on, didn't press record, so I don't think you've seen the actual bend in the rod, but I knocked it off on them rocks down there anyway. But at least there's something there. I'm going to get another one baited up and get one back in. Note to self, must remember to press record. Right, I'm not going to go daft here because that swell's just kicking up a bit. Actually had to step away from the edge a bit there. So I'm fishing mainly down the low of the night because it's so late, I think. But that bait, it happened when it was nice and calm, and I've just seen the rod pull down. I thought, well, that's not the swell. And then the swell kicked up and I seen it go again. I thought it was the swell again. So I picked the rod up and I could feel it nodding in my hand. But there's something there anyway. So if that's the only bit of action I get tonight, bit unfortunate, but because of where I am, I'm on the sort of left hand side of the skier. The skier's running out that way, and my line's obviously gone sort of not over the skier, but with the sea pushing that way and the fish was that way towards the end of the skier, and I'm trying to pull it in that way to keep it out the way of them rocks. And I felt it just hit the rocks there and it just come off. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, I wouldn't expect a bag full of fish from up here. Although in the right conditions it's perfectly possible. But it's highly likely that if you get a fish up here, it's a good one. Got another broken bait. You see it? Oh, it's on this. Oh, the rope is down. Well, people, I said it had every chance. Of hitting a good fish up. That's easy £5. Easy. But it's lovely, lip hooked. It's full of light. And I don't eat them. That's gone back. Look at that. Barnstormer. Beautiful. Mwah. Maybe not. Right, I know I was recording there because I can see it, but I didn't have the microphone on, unfortunately, so I'm not sure what you heard. That was a cracking bite and it pulled the rod. The rod went over on a stand, and the only reason it didn't hit the floor was because I got locked tight in the things. Obviously the rod's stopping the way I'm trying to turn lights on, cameras on, everything. That's a good £5 cod, lovely red fish, which I expected from up here, like I say, after resident fish. I've put in a lovely deep pool there, just in case. If it gans, I don't think it'll gan belly up with just in the lip, but I'll keep an eye on it. If it gans belly up, I'll take it. I don't think it will. It looks perfectly fine there. Ooh, I didn't even think that was that big. It comes straight in, and it was hooked over the back of a rock there at the edge of that skier. How I didn't lose that, I've got no idea, but it was hooked over the back there, and as I ran over the rock to get, I could see it thrashing in the water. That's fantastic. That's made my night. I wasn't expecting anything. Like I say, I lost a fish, second cast there. Again, that didn't feel very big, so it could have been something similar. But that was on that messy bait. So I was just rummaging around in my box here, getting another one set up ready. But hey, that's made my night. That's a nice, easy fight. I brought brand new scales as well, but it's not a PB, so there's no point really weighing it. It's definitely a £5 fish. And it's gone back, so my scales will have to wait for another day. Right, get my breath back, get another bait sorted, and get out there again, see if we can get something a bit bigger. There's that fish there. Perfectly safe. There's a bit of kelp. It's trying to find its way out there, but when the tide floods, yeah, it's alive, and when the tide floods, it'll find its way out of there, no problem. Another bite. Fish number 2. I'm not sure this one will go back, like deep hooked. Deep hooked and bleeding. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to take this one. I'm not going for £3, I would say. I'm going to put this one out of its misery because it's hooked in the lip there on the pedal, but see if I can get it back and get it in that pool, and then I can keep an eye on it. That's an easy £3 that. Right, I've cut the hook inside its mouth. There's one hook inside its mouth. That'll not harm it, but if I try and get it out, I'm probably going to kill it. So that'll not harm it. That one hook will eventually rust away. So I'm going to get that in the pool with the other one. Keep an eye on it. If it does go and belly up, I'll keep it. Sorry about the hiccups. Right, I'll get that in the pool. It went belly up there, like, but when I righted it, it'd give a good kick and dive down into the pool. Right, so I'm just getting another rig set up there. So that's 2 good fish. That's easy 3 pound, 3 and a bit. Right, I'm gonna get this. So that's not too bad. I've had one easy 5 and easy 3 in the last 2 casts. I'm gonna get this, another one, baited up and get that back out. Right, we're ready for the off again. Right, where are we? This ski I know. I'm not even casting that far, to be fair. I reckon both of them fish have come. It's hard to tell in the dark, but I'm not blasting it. Just giving it a nice lob. I reckon them fish have come between 40 and 60 yards. Right, get this camera a little bit closer as well. Typical, I've just had another bite there. That bait wasn't in the water 2 minutes. Slack liner, thought I was into the biggest one of the night, felt the heaviest, felt the best. Getting one in about £1.5 pounds, but a kelp stalk stuck on as well. Didn't press record. It's in the pool, so I might be able to get it on camera, but it's literally only about £1.5 pounds, and I thought it was a monster. Considering I've only come with cartwing and I keep forgetting the name of it, cuttlefish. I've done pretty well. I think that's 3 fish and 3 casts now. So I'm getting this baited back up, get it straight back out there. We're getting down towards low water now. I'm only going to stay an hour fluid max. There's that last fish there, about somewhere around in there, about £1.25 pound, maybe something like that. There is 2 much better fish in here somewhere. Oh, I'll tell you what, that wind's just picked up there, and that swell. So as it's starting to flood, it doesn't actually feel like it's sat still at all, like, so I think it's literally just a bit swell kicking up. That wind's moved onto me back a bit now, but considering I wasn't that confident when I got here, it's turned into a very worthwhile trip. We should be pretty much on slack water almost now. Something's milling around the bait there now. Oh, see it? That didn't look like a cod bait really, like. Unless it's a small. Ooh. Put this down. Gonna gain. That looked like a coaly bite to me. I've got a bit slack line there. Oh, that was me. Well, it seems there's plenty of fish out there, like. The last 2 casts there, they've been in a matter of minutes. But one resulted in the smallest fish of the night, and this one here certainly just something having a little go there with it. Nothing like the first couple of bites. Something there, but I wouldn't hit that, you know what I mean? I think that's a coolie. Yeah, I think that's a coolie, mate. I'm not going to hit that. Hopefully it isn't hooked. And the bait's still there for something bigger to get a hold of. So according to this, the Blythe tide table. Low tide is at 9:51 and it's a 1.07 low tide. Here. Right, I'm just going to start moving some stuff further back, because for all its low tide now, that swell is not very nice. I've got one baited up and hanging on a tripod there. I'll bring my rod a bit further back here in a minute. I think I see it's slack water now, I think. Maybe that's why it's... Is that a bite? Maybe that's why the smaller fish have moved in. There was something having to go at that, but it wasn't worth striking into. It wasn't much of a, if anything, it wasn't much of a fish. I think I'll just go and walk that tripod a bit further back here. That's probably the longest it's been in, apart from the first cast. Right, I'm going to bring that further back here. I didn't like that swell. Oh yeah. Hail Mary. Am I good to go again? Up we are, God. Tripping all over. Oh, it's not for the faint-hearted fishing on the rocks, mate. Apart from that little rattle early on, nothing really. I don't think anything's really come of that. That's my little torch set up there, look. Right, I've just snapped off there on that last cast. Sorry, I thought I was recording again and I wasn't. I didn't snap off, sorry. I was snagged, lost my gear. Right, this is probably, we're getting down towards last knocking now. It's dead low water now, I'll be flooding very shortly. I'm not really going to stay a great deal longer. It's just after 10 now. So I'll probably have one more cast after this. I'll just walk down here a bit. Probably need to start pushing again the tide, to be fair, to bring the fish back onto the feed, but as enjoyable as it's been, I can't stay all day. It doesn't make for the best video. I mean, luckily I've caught fish, but it doesn't make for the best video when all you can see is me and a little bit of tripod. It's nearly impossible to get like bloody even B-roll footage because there's nothing to look at. I can't see anything. I was hoping there'd be some fireworks and that, and I could have gotten some fireworks, but I haven't seen any up here. I'm being greedy now, so I'm waiting for another bite, but I had 3 fish a night on a night. I wasn't expecting much to happen, so I mustn't grumble. It's probably unlikely to get one at the minute with it being slack. But yeah, I think I'll get one more rig out the wallet and get that sorted for me. Probably my last cast. Got one bit of cuttlefish left. Right, is this my last cast baited up there? I'll have to wait and see. Was that a bait? Looked a bit weird, it was a bait, it was a coley bait. Right. God, my hands are so covered in crap. It's hard to grip this. I can't see what I'm doing. Right. Oh, I think I might actually have a bite there. Get some of this crap off my hands. Is that a bait? I think that might be a bait. We're recording. Oh, it's off. No. I felt like another half decent fish that. Oh. It felt though like I felt like a good fish that. Ah. Not a worry. Action. Darling, come for action. That felt like a decent fish, but I also felt like I was over the top of something. I could feel like it grating on the line, and then I've just like bumped something and it come off. Ooh, I might have to have one more after this. Although I've got no cuttlefish left. I didn't even look that good a bait, to be fair, but unless you caught something on the camera when I was way out there, I didn't see it, I'm not sure. Well, what a night. 2 fish lost, 3 fish landed, a couple other baits. Well, there's been a lot of fish swimming around in there tonight. I hope you've had a bit of fun watching anyway and getting a taste of what winter cod fishing. I'm saying winter like I'm in a jumper here, it's not even that cool. We're getting a taste of what northeast winter cod fishing's all about. I'm so pleased I come out tonight. I wasn't going to because, like I say, conditions were hardly ideal, but sometimes you just hit the right spot. Luckily I stuck it out because after that first cast and the swells coming in, I thought, ooh, I didn't like the look of this. Something's having a violent little tug at that. Come on, last cast, see if I can get one more. Well, it doesn't look like we're going to get one more. Forgot to set my timer on that one actually, like, but it's... Ooh, bloody hell, look at that bait. I don't know how that didn't hook itself. Doesn't look like a cod. If it is a cod, it's very small. I don't really want to pull it in because if I pull it in, that's a night over. But I'm going to have to go home sooner or later. See, I've got to get off these rocks and have a long walk home yet. So, well, long walk back to the van. That's a strange bait, that, like. I don't think I probably won't connect with this. I think that's something small. Like I say, I missed that. A lot of slack line. It's not a fish. And that is the end of that. That's it, no last cast fish, but I don't think I can grumble about that. So I'd just like to say thanks for watching. I hope you've had fun tonight. I have. I've had a blast. Like I say, it's not the greatest spectacle really when you're just sitting watching someone lit up in the dark, but hey, I mean, we've seen some quality fish tonight, some really nice quality fish, and they've all gone back safe and sound. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you again very shortly. And until next time, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Tight lines, everybody. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.